Namaste, and once again welcome back to another session of online mathematics class. Today we shall discuss the topic Fundamental Principle of Counting. This topic is from Chapter 7 Permutations and Combinations of NCERT Class 11 Mathematics Test. Fundamental Principle of Counting. Let us consider an example. If a student have two bags, then three tiffin boxes and two water bottles. The question is, in how many ways can he or she carry these items? Choosing one each. Okay, so here the bag we can denote by B, tiffin box by T, and water bottle by W. So here the student has two bags. We can name it as B1 and B2. Okay, bag 1 and bag 2. And three tiffin boxes. So he can select bag 1, then the first tiffin box, or the second one, or the third one. Okay, T1, T2 or T3. Similarly, he or she can select bag 2 at the same time, first tiffin box, second tiffin box, or the third tiffin box. And he has two water bottles. So B1, T1, then W1 or W2. B1, T2, W1, B1, T2, W2. Or B1, T3, W1 or B1, T3, W2. Similarly, B2, T1, W1 or W2. B2, T2, W1 or W2. B2, T3, W1 or W2. So here we can find 12 possibilities. There are 12 possibilities. First one is B1, T1, W1. B1, T1, W1, and B1, T1, W2. B1, T1, W2, B1, T2, W1, B1, T2, W2. Then B1, T3, W1, B1, T3, W2. Then bag 2, B2, T1, W1, B2, T1, W1, B2, T1, W2. Then B2, T2, W1, B2, T2, W2. Then B2, T3, W1 and B2, T3, W2. So these are the 12 possibilities. Now the question is, how can we find out the number of possibilities without writing this much steps? The answer is fundamental principle of counting. So the fundamental principle of counting is, if an event can occur in m different ways, following which another event can occur in n different ways, then the total number of occurrence of the events in a given order is m into n. Okay, if an event can occur in m different ways, following which another event can occur in n different ways, then the total number of occurrence of the events in a given order is m into n. We have to multiply the number of possibilities, okay, in order to get the answer. So this can be generalized for a finite number of terms. For example, if there are three events m, n and p, okay, that means if an event can occur in m different ways, following which another event can occur in n different ways, then following which another event can occur in p different ways, then the total number of occurrence of the events in a given order is m into n into p. Okay, m into n into p. So this principle we can apply here. Here the student has 2 bags. Okay, that is 2 into, then he has 3 tiffin boxes. So 3 into, then he has 2 water bottles. So into 2. 2 into 3, 6. 6 into 2, 12. So the answer is 12. There are 12 possibilities. So without writing this much steps, we can find the answer. The number of possibilities, we can find it out. Understood? That is the use of fundamental principle of counting. Now we shall discuss the first exercise, that is exercise 7.1 of NCERT class 11 mathematics test. Okay. Here the first question is, how many 3-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, assuming that first one, repetition of the digits is allowed, second one, repetition of the digits is not allowed. So here we have 5 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so using these 5 digits we have to write 3-digit numbers with repetition and without repetition. Okay, so we can consider the first one, repetition of the digits is allowed. We can locate the places of digits, 100th place, 10th place and 1st place. Okay. And in the first one, repetition of the digit is allowed. So in the 100th place, we can use any of the 5 digits. So 5. Then by fundamental principle of counting, we can multiply with the next possibility. Okay. So in the next place, that means in the 10th place also, we can use any of the 5 digits because repetition is allowed. So 5 into, and in the 1st place also we can use any of the 5 digits. So 5 into 5 into 5. 5 into 5 into 5 gives 125. That will be our answer. So here we can write number of 3-digit numbers can be formed is equal to 5 into 5 into 5, which gives 125. Okay. And the second one is, here also you can consider the same situation, but repetition of the digit is not allowed. Repetition is not allowed. In this place we can use any of the 5 digits, but in the next place we cannot use the digit that was used in the first place. That means here 100th place. Okay. So the number of possible digits will be 1 less than 5. That means 4. From the remaining 4 digit, we can use any 1 digit in this place. Okay. Then into, now we use total 2 digits in 100th place and 10th place. Now in 1st place, 5 minus 2. We have 3 remaining digits. From that 3 digits, we can use any one of the digits. So into possibilities are 3. So 5 into 4 into 3. 5 into 4 into 3 gives 60. Okay. So here we can write the answer as number of 3-digit numbers can be formed is equal to here repetition is not allowed. So 5 into 4 into 3, which gives 60. So the number of 3-digit numbers can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Repetition is allowed is 125 and repetition is not allowed is 60. Okay. Now the next one is, how many 3-digit even numbers can be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if digits can be repeated. Here also we have to form 3-digit numbers but even numbers. Okay, we know what is an even number. So in an even number, the ones place will be even. Okay, so the ones place digit can be 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Okay. So here the digits available are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, the digits are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can repeat the digits and we have to form 3-digit even numbers. So ones place digit we can consider as a special case. Okay, so here we have only even digits. Here it is 2, 4, 6. Among the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6 are even numbers. So the number of possibilities are 3. Then here we can use any of the 6 digits because repetition is allowed. Okay, so 6 into, and in the tens place also we can use any of the 6 digits. So 6 into, but in the last place or ones place we can only use even digits. Okay, here 2, 4 and 6. So the number of even digits is equal to 3. That's why we write 3 here. Okay, so the answer is 6 into 6, 36, 36 into 3, which gives 108. So we can write number of 3-digit even numbers can be formed is equal to 6 into 6 into 3, which is equal to 108. So 108 3-digit even numbers can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 if a repetition of the digits is allowed. Okay. Here the next question is, how many 4-letter code can be formed using the first 10 letters of the English alphabet if no letter can be repeated? Okay, here we have to find the number of 4-letter code can be formed using the first 10 letters of English alphabet, but repetition is not allowed. Okay, no letter can be repeated. First of all, we can mark 4 places for 4 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. In the first place, we can write any of the 10 letters. So 10 into, then repetition is not allowed. So 1 less than 10, that is 9 into, and in the next place 1 less than 9, that is 8, then into, and in the last place 1 less than 8, that is 7. So this product will be the answer. So the number of 4-letter code is equal to 10 into 9 into 8 into 7, and which is equal to, on multiplying we get 5040. Okay. Now we move on to question number 4. How many 5-digit telephone numbers can be constructed using the digits 0 to 9 if each number starts with 67 and no digit appears more than once? So here we have to construct 5-digit telephone numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These telephone numbers start with 67. Okay. So the first 2 places it is fixed. Start with 67. Okay. So the remaining 3 places we have to find out. Here we have 0 to 9. 0 to 9 means 10 digits. Total number of digits is 10. But here we use 2 digits. So the remaining number of digits is 8. 10 minus 2, which gives 8. From the 8 digits we can use any one of the digits here. So 8 into, here also repetition is not allowed. No digit appears more than once. Okay. So the next place 1 less than this one. 8 minus 1 is 7. Then into 7 minus 1 is what? 6. The number of digit will decreases by 1. Okay. So 8 into 7 into 6. 8 into 7 is 56. 56 into 6. 336. Okay. So the number of 5-digit telephone numbers can be constructed. Telephone numbers is equal to 8 into 7 into 6, which gives 336. Okay. Here the fifth question is, a coin is tossed 3 times and the outcomes are recorded. How many possible outcomes are there? We know when a coin is tossed once, the possible outcomes are head or tail. So the number of possible outcomes is 2. Okay. So here the coin is tossed 3 times. So in the first time, the number of possible outcomes is 2. And in the second time also, the number of possible outcomes remains the same. It is 2, head or tail. Okay. And we tossed again. That means in the third toss, that also gives the number of possible outcomes as 2. Okay. If we toss the coin any number of times, the number of outcomes remains the same, 2. Okay. Head or tail. So 2 into 2 into 2, 8. The number of possible outcomes is equal to 2 into 2 into 2, which gives 8. Clear? Now we move on to the last question in this exercise. Given 5 flags of different colors, how many different signals can be generated if each signal requires the use of 2 flags, one below the other? Here we have 5 flags and we have to generate signals in such a way that if we place 2 flags one below the other, we will get a signal. Okay. So this situation can be considered as so in the first one, we can use any of the 5 flags. But in the next position, we can use the remaining. But in the next position, we can use any one of the 4 flags. Okay. So 5 into 4, which gives 20. So the number of signals can be generated is equal to 5 into 4, which gives 20. Okay. So this finishes exercise 7.1. Thanks for watching. Thank you.